Good day to you wherever you are listening in from, and welcome back to Gold Rush Crypto Daily. I hope you're all having an amazing day, feeling good, staying positive, and staying focused, because family, today we've got something special to talk about. And, yes, we're talking about ZBCN, the one project that has been quietly building, steady grinding, and now suddenly, everything is starting to click into place. Because look, when you wake up and see Zebec Network added to the Bloomberg Galaxy DeFi Index, when you see institutional wallets popping up on Solana accumulating like they know something big is coming, when you see rumors flying about Coinbase, Binance, DTCC, Switzerland, you just know the energy around this project is shifting. And fam, I'm telling you, we could be seeing something massive for ZBCN. The setup looks unreal. Before we get into all of that, smash that like button. If you're feeling bullish, drop a comment letting me know where you think ZBCN is headed by the end of the month, and of course don't forget to subscribe. We're here every single day covering the crypto market like nobody else. Alright, let's get right into it. So Zebec Network just dropped something huge, and honestly, this flew under the radar for a lot of people who don't understand what it really means. Zebec Network is now officially included in the Bloomberg Galaxy DeFi Index. Now I want you to think about that for a second. Bloomberg, Galaxy Digital, Institutional Index, Assets Under Management, $15 billion. ZBCN just became one of only 23 assets selected across the entire DeFi ecosystem. That puts them side by side with the heavy hitters, Uniswap, Aave, Ethena, Ondo Finance. And now ZBCN is right there in the mix with them, weight at 1.5529%. That's not a little footnote, that's intentional. This is the type of inclusion that forces institutional desks to pay attention. This is the kind of visibility that leads to index-linked products, automated rebalancing flows, ETP exposure, all the quiet background machinery that typically pushes a project from, retail only to institutionally watched. And honestly, we've been waiting for this moment. This is exactly what we've been talking about for months. ZBCN finally stepping into that next tier of global recognition. You can't get any more TradFi validated than Bloomberg. This is like walking into the room and suddenly everybody turns their head. This is how bull runs start. First comes recognition, then come inflows, and then you wake up one morning and realize everything changed. Look, I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. I've always believed ZBCN would eventually break out of the underground crypto bubble and into the mainstream institutional conversation, and we're watching that shift happening in real time. ZBCN hasn't even hit its true price discovery yet. Everything's pointing to something big. This is the calm before the storm. Now speaking of institutional flows, this next one is where things get really interesting. ZBCN man, shout out to him by the way, posted something that honestly connects a lot of dots people weren't paying attention to. He highlighted massive wallets on Solana, tied to FalconX Global and 21 shares, stacking ZBCN like it's going out of style. We're talking over $200,000 flowing in just 18 days, and these aren't random wallets. These are strategic deliberate buys, hot wallet to hot wallet, no hesitation. Now here's where the plot thickens. FalconX just acquired 21 shares, the ETP Kings, the ones with $11 billion in assets under management. Think about that combination, a major institutional trading desk plus the world's most aggressive crypto ETP issuer, plus new Bloomberg index visibility, plus wallets, quietly accumulating ZBCN. That's not a coincidence. That's a playbook. This is exactly how it starts when institutions want a position before launching structured products. They accumulate heavily while the public is distracted, then they drop the announcement, then you get inflows from retail, RIAs, funds, automated rebalancers, algorithmic products, all cascading in the same direction. And the crazy thing, ZBCN is still tiny relative to the type of volume those products can push. Real-world utility meets TradFi muscle. This is how moonshot moments are built. Look, is an ETP guaranteed? No. But does the setup look eerily similar to past cycles where assets like Solana got picked up early by institutional product issuers? Absolutely. This is giving early 2021 vibes. It's giving we're onto something here. It's giving don't sleep on this. We've waited long enough. It's finally happening. Speaking of catalysts stacking on top of catalysts, this next one lines up perfectly with everything we just talked about. Zebec announced a special Spaces event on December 2nd with NatPay and Azure HCM, and this one matters way more than people think. Let me explain why. NatPay is a major United States payroll provider. Azure HCM is deep in the human capital management space. These companies move real money, real payroll, real businesses, not just crypto enthusiasts. And the theme of the spaces, modern payroll rails upgrading as stablecoins enter mainstream adoption. This is literally what Zebec was built for. This is what ZBCN was designed to solve: real-time streaming payments, modern payroll, cross-border compensation, treasury automation. The second TradFi organizations start actually caring about stablecoin rails, Zebec becomes central, not optional, central. Combine this event with the Bloomberg inclusion, with institutional accumulation, with rumors stacking across the board, and you're looking at a narrative that is aligning perfectly. This is exactly what we saw in previous cycles. First comes utility hype, then enterprise integration, then major listing speculation, and then retail catches up late. Zebec is clearly positioning itself as the payroll and real-time financial infrastructure provider for both Web3 and Web2 industries. When companies like NatPay and Azure are talking publicly with Zebec, that means the conversations are already happening behind the scenes. By the time the public hears it, the foundation is already set. The setup couldn't look better. They're not fringe. They're the kind of rumors that ignite parabolic runs. Let's get into them. Crypto Queen dropped a list of the top 5 bullish rumors surrounding ZBCN right now, and honestly, each one by itself is big, but together, it's a perfect storm. Let's walk through the highlights. First up, Coinbase listing imminent. The chatter is insane. Whale accumulation plus prediction algos plus insider leaning equals a potential pre-year-end Coinbase listing. This could really dwarf the Kraken listing. US retail plus liquidity plus narrative, that's an explosive combination. DTCC Switzerland collaboration. DTCC is basically the backbone of global settlement. And, there are rumors floating around that Zebec execs are heading into Switzerland for some pilot project talks. Tokenized assets, RWA expansion, institutional inflows. If even just a fraction of this is real, it's honestly game-changing. So, following Kraken's momentum, whispers of a Binance integration have resurfaced. Yeah, you heard that right. Binance might be next. If this happens, ZBCN instantly enters the global volume arena. That's a pretty big deal. Next up, let's talk about Ripple integrations, Swift compatibility, and EU MiCA compliance. The possibility of a Ripple and Swift collaboration is really starting to turn some heads. So this really positions ZBCN as a cross-border payments powerhouse. Okay, number 5, ISO 20022 plus NBA and NHL exposure. If ISO 20022 confirmation hits before year-end, and partnerships keep rolling through professional sports, the brand exposure alone could, honestly, create massive social traction. Look, rumor is rumor. But when mentions spike 57% week over week, when engagement just goes through the roof, when names like Coinbase, Binance, DTCC, and Ripple complete the same sentence as ZBCN, that's not noise. Everything is lining up perfectly. Oscar Fletcher posted something that honestly gave me flashbacks, in a good way. He pointed out that yes, the chart looks messy right now, but last time ZBCN broke through the Kumo cloud on the daily time frame, it blasted straight to all-time highs. And guess what? Right now, ZBCN is already above the cloud on every time frame except the daily. Look, I don't care if you're a TA purist or not, energy like this matters, patterns matter. This is a classic setup. Compression plus uncertainty plus cloud breakout equals explosive movement. Charts looking coiled, markets looking hungry, narratives looking unstoppable. Everything's pointing to something big. Alright family, let me bring this all together. We've got Bloomberg validation, we've got institutional wallets quietly loading, we've got ETP whisperings, we've got a massive spaces event around real-world payroll rails, we've got rumors swirling across Coinbase, Binance, DTCC, Ripple, Swift, ISO. We've got a technical setup that looks like it's just waiting for ignition. Look, we've waited long enough. This feels like the moment where everything is finally coming together for ZBCN. Stay patient, stay positive, keep your mind clear and your energy focused. The market rewards the ones who keep showing up. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in today. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got another massive update coming tomorrow. Not financial advice, just what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, and what I'm sharing with our community, like always. This is Gold Rush Crypto Daily on Keep Your Eyes on the Charts, your heart in the game, and let's get rich together.